When you think of the NL West, right now you're thinking of the Dodgers, you're thinking of the Padres, but the Giants have put together a really nice year as well.
All they do is play one-run games.
They've done it now 5 straight games, and they've also played in 7 straight one-run games.
For the Rockies, Carson Palmquist looking for that first Major League win. He's 0-4, 8.50 earned run average. His last start, that game at the Mets, gave up 4 earned runs in 4 innings. He walked 2 and struck out 8 in that one.
Well, Jung-Hoo Lee hasn't hit at the top of the order much at all this year. Lee crushes that one out to right center field. Doyle sprinting back and he can't get it. And Lee's going to run for a while. Around second, heading for third, and he'll be in there with a leadoff triple. I guess his back is feeling okay.
To start the season, he was hitting .448 off the lefties, and he's kind of hit this little lull, so that is a great sign.
Well, these struggles recently have been well documented. He did not pick up a hit the entire homestand.
And Adames hits one out to center. Kind of a topspin liner. Doyle will catch. Lee's going to test his very good arm. The throw is just a little bit late, and Jung-Hoo Lee scores the first run of the game.
Just the way you draw it up, right at the third base, less than 2 outs, able to get it himself into a full count, buys a heater, gets it, drives it into center field. Too much speed from Lee, but a nice, strong one-hop shot.
That'll keep things going for Gerard Encarnacion.
That's strike 3. In the inning, the Giants get a leadoff triple from Jung-Hoo Lee, and he scores on a sac fly by Adames. 1-0, middle of 1.
Young left-hander Kyle Harrison.
Yeah, he's coming on. He's got this start going, 8th start, or 4th start of the season. And looking for a little bounce back. Last start against the Padres did not go the way he had been throwing the ball. Went 1-4 1/3, gave up 5 earned.
Called strike 3 right at the knees.
Fastball there at 96.
Kyle Farmer trying to get things going offensively, hitting in the 2 spot.
And 4 pitches, and there's a walk to Farmer. So 2 outs, and Thairo Estrada facing his old team.
2-2 pitch to Thairo Estrada, and he swings and misses, strike 3. A high fastball at 96 from Kyle Harrison. Strikes out his former teammate.
So with 2 outs, Fitzgerald goes to first, and that'll bring up the catcher Kisner.
There goes Fitzgerald, and they got him picked off. The throw goes wide, and they don't have him picked off.
Just the way you draw it up.
Well, Keston Hiura, the first baseman, who has been a middle infielder in his career, just not a very good throw.
Look to second by Palmquist. Here's his pitch. And a line drive right back to pitcher. Soft liner grabbed by Palmquist for the 3rd out. Good work, Carson Palmquist, in the 2nd inning. Back over the weekend, had a good series against the Mets. Went 5 for 12 with a double and a home run.
Got him. Threw a good slider for strike 3.
Slider down middle, wanted away. Doesn't quite get it there, but it's just the arm action and the action on the pitch.
Here's Brent Doyle. Doyle, he'll line this one to right. Encarnacion retreating. Hits over his head and hits the wall. He'll fire in towards second base, and the throw is late. Brent Doyle with a double with 1 out here in the 2nd inning, jumping on the first pitch from Kyle Harrison.
It's been a tough sled over the last 5 weeks for Brenton Doyle, but a fastball up and away, and he did a good job at just going with it.
See if Keston Hiura can cash in that double.
Got him. Went with the fastball, and it was a lot faster even after that changeup.
So now it'll take a 2-out hit. Ryan Ritter coming up. And that's up the middle.
Nice.
Base hit. Ritter's going to tie up the game. That a kid, Ryan Ritter.
Changeup that stayed flat because he did get the swing through. But that's the right center approach.
And that run that Harrison gave up with 2 outs on the base hit to Ritter. It's the first run he's ever allowed at Coors Field.
Now runners at 1st and 2nd and 2 down, and Jordan Beck coming up.
Harrison's at 49 pitches, and he's not out of this 2nd inning.
Up the middle and caught by Fitzgerald.
Had to go just a step to his right, and reaching out chest high, put it away.
Triple for Lee back in the 1st inning. He scored the run.
See you later.
See ya, beat it.
That time Lee got fooled. Out number 1 and the 2nd strikeout for Palmquist.
So now with 2 outs, you have 2 runners on. You walk Ramos on a 3-2 pitch, and then you hit Flores. And Encarnacion coming up.
Here's his next pitch. And a bouncing ball up the middle, grabbed by Ritter. Top play, flips to second in time for the outs. And Palmquist does that, keeps the game tied.
He hit Fitzgerald on the foot like he did last inning with Adames. You're about ready to flip the lineup if you don't do something with Kisner. 1-2 pitch is popped up. Right side, It'll be the second baseman Estrada. The infield fly rule is invoked. That's out number 2.
But I think Lee is seeing this guy well tonight. 2 on, 2 out. Big moment here for the Giants, trying to take the lead back.
A 1-2. Popped him up. Lee right in the middle of the diamond. Ryan McMahon wants it now. Near home plate has it. And Carson Palmquist, in a crazy 4 innings, keeps the game tied. So Ryan McMahon, one of 4 strikeout victims for Harrison.
This ball is well hit left center field. Jung-Hoo Lee goes back, looking up. It is gone. Opposite field, home run, Ryan McMahon, and the Rockies go in front 2-1. Number 8 on the season.
The Rockies take a 2-1 lead.
Made a home run on Saturday against the Mets in the same spot to left center field, going the opposite way again.
Billy, that one was 424 feet. That's big boy territory the opposite way.
Willy Adames leading off the 5th inning for the Giants, and he's still facing Carson Palmquist, the Rockies starter. Adames swings, drives one, deep center, well hit. Doyle back, looking up, it's gone! Willy Adames to straightaway center. Leads off the 5th with a home run. And this game is tied at 2. And did that feel good or what for Willy Adames?
439.
Wow.
109 off the bat.
Jake Bird has been terrific. This is going to be his 28th appearance, 1-1, 1.49 earned run average.
Bird is the word.
Bird is the word.
The pitch. Swing and a miss through the sinker by him. After all the wrinkles, he fired the heat. Pitch, swing and a miss on the slider. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jake Bird.
There's the backdoor breaking ball, swung on a miss. He should. He punched out the side with traffic again. He has been something else.
So 2 outs for the Rockies here in the 5th. Kyle Farmer, who has walked and flied to center.
This ball's crushed to deep left field by Farmer, and it is gone. Kyle Farmer puts the Rockies back in front with his 3rd of the year. That got out in a hurry.
104.8 miles an hour off the bat for Kyle Farmer, his 3rd home run of the season. Now the Giants had only allowed 44 home runs coming into today, which is the fewest in the major leagues, and now they've allowed 2 today.
7, 8, 9 facing Jake Bird with Casey Schmidt leading off. Strike 3 called, caught the inside corner with that slider. 4 hitters face, 4 strikeouts for Jake Bird. Here's Tyler Fitzgerald, the second baseman.
See you later.
Oh, man. He's hunting them like they're worms.
You're talking about making a left turn. 5 straight strikeouts for Bird.
And a bouncing ball to third, backing up McMahon to get the hop he likes. He's got that, cross the diamond, and there's out number 3. Great work, Jake Bird, in this 6th inning. So the inning does continue for the Rockies. You get a runner at first, and speedy one at that.
Golden opportunity with 2 outs to try to swipe a bag if you're Freeman. He's got 4. And the throw goes into center field. Freeman pops up. He'll end up at 3rd on the throwing error by Kisner.
Kisner did his best to try and make up for it, and as a result, he ended up not really striding towards the target.
Runner at 3rd with 2 outs.
On the ground to second. Fitzgerald throws him out, and Bivens pitches around it.
Hunter Goodman steps up. Hunter's 0 for 3. Fly ball to deep right, fly ball to center, and a strikeout. High fly ball, deep left field, got a chance. It is short off the wall. Goodman digging for 3rd. Hunter is there with a triple. And for Goodman, that is his 3rd 3-bagger of the year.
Yeah, we always say this. He runs a little better than you think he does. In a gapper to left center where you normally don't see that triple from a catcher, he gets one because he's got above average speed.
Giants have to bring the infield in. Thairo Estrada bounces it off the plate. Adames grabs it, his throw to first in time to get Estrada, who tumbled going over the bag, but he got the big insurance run home. Goodman scores, and it's 4-2 Rockies. Back with a home run back in the 4th inning.
Ball 4, so McMahon draws a walk. McMahon's been on 3 times today. He was on 3 times on Sunday.
Brenton Doyle doubling a run scored in 3 tries tonight.
This ball unloaded to deep center field, and McMahon is going to get a green light from Andy Gonzalez. He's going to score easily. Brett Doyle towards third. How about another triple? 5-2 Colorado.
On a night in which there aren't many hits from the Rockies, but when they've gotten them, they've been for extra bases.
Spencer Bivens maybe ran out of gas trying to get 3 full innings. The 2 big hits in this inning that really hurt. So Miller takes over for the 27th time.
3-2. Inside ball 4. 4th walk out of the bullpen for the Giants tonight.
Ritter tonight. RBI single in the first. He's 1 out of 3. Fouled out and struck out looking.
Moniak runs now, and Ritter swings and misses. Strike 3. 98-mile-an-hour sinker there from Miller. And at long last, the inning is over.
Zach Agnos is going to try to get the final 3 outs for Colorado. And now the Giants are down 3. Maybe not anymore. Casey Schmidt to deep left field and gone. Now they're down 2.
Well, there's a start for the Giants here in the 9th on the first pitch. Casey Schmidt hits his first home run of the season. And now it's a 5-3 game.
You get the bottom third of the order, and you're figuring that's a good way to go with a 3-run lead, but that first pitch homer just seemed to have knocked Zach Agnos off his normal rhythm. Bases loaded now, and Warren Schaefer's going to have to make a change.
So Victor Vodnik, who's been terrific, last 10 appearances, he's not allowed an earned run. The last 9 have been scoreless altogether.
You know, it's up to Ramos to pick the spot where he's looking for this pitch and try to go to the big part of the field.
Ramos out to center. Doyle will track it down, tagging at third Kisner, also tagging from second Lee. And it's a 1-run game, a sacrifice fly. It's 5-4, and he just didn't quite square it up enough. Giants are down to their final out.
Now it's up to Wilmer Flores.
A little dribbler. Vodnik will not have a play. Lee ties it up. And like we say all the time, Wilmer Flores does it with his legs.
The old swinging butt. And look at the boys.
Now Mike Yastrzemski with runners at first and second.
1 hit away from going ahead. And Yastrzemski pulls one into right field. Here comes Adames. Here comes the throw. Cut off. Giants lead. The throw to third is late. 6-5.
And the Giants with 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning have grabbed a 6-5 lead.
Unbelievable. 9th hitter of the inning for the Giants.
Zach Agnos, 2-hopper hit to second. Estrada to first to end the inning, but the Giants have scored 4. The tying run is on. Jordan Beck, 0 for 4, struck out, called his first time up.
On the ground to third, Schmidt. There's 1. Fitzgerald, and got him at first. What a stretch and pick by Dom Smith.
Able to make the play, keep his toe on the base, and they got him.
3-2 pitch, outside ball 4, and the game is still alive for Hunter Goodman.
This is going to drop into right center. Hilliard's going to go first to third. Rockies still alive.
And the former Giant Thairo Estrada comes to the plate.
Here comes another 0-2. It is popped up. Shallow center. Who's going to take it? Jung-Woo Lee calls and catches. And the Giants find a way to win a game at Coors Field when it did not look likely.
Unbelievable. Yet another 1-run game.